Okay, so Stuart, today we're going to have a look at the emergency stop and use of mirrors.
Okay.
What can you tell me about the emergency stop?
You've got to stop the car as quick as you can.
Okay, okay. Have you been in a situation where you've experienced that? Either as a driver, a learner driver, or with parents or anything like that?
Yeah, I think it's happened when I've been in the back of the car before.
In the back?
Yeah.
Okay. What did that feel like?
But I was going for the windscreen.
Did it? Quite an abrupt stop then?
Yeah.
Good. Well, that's the kind of stop that we're going to be wanting from you,
okay,
actually, when we come to do it. Before we get to talk about the emergency stop in more detail, I want to recap with you over the use of mirrors. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So first of all, tell me how you set up your three mirrors, the interior and the door mirrors.
Set the interior mirror up so I get a clear view out the back of the car, and I can just see my headrest in the side of the
Your
mirror.
what?
My head restraint.
Head restraint, good, okay. What portion of the mirror can you see the head restraint?
Just sort of half an inch.
Yeah, sort of fingers width,
yeah.
thumbs width, yeah, great, okay, that's good. And the door mirrors?
Door mirrors, so the horizon is roughly halfway through the mirror,
okay,
and I can see the door handles in the bottom part of the mirror, so I can judge where things are in relation to the car.
Good. That sounds like a good description. Thank you. So tell me then, when you use your mirrors?
All the time. To check what's behind, when preparing to turn, and when starting into a new road.
Okay, so if you were preparing to turn right, what mirrors would you use?
If I was turning right, I'd use the interior mirror and the door mirror.
Okay, and the left?
For turning left, it would be that mirror and that mirror.
Brilliant. So what other times do you use your mirrors other than for turning?
Just when driving normally, to see what's behind.
Okay, how often do you check them?
Probably about every 8 or so seconds. 8,
okay, okay. Any other time that you'd use them?
When preparing to pull away, so you can see what's behind.
What, within your POM routine?
In the POM routine, yeah.
Okay. Pulling away, what's the opposite to that?
And stopping.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come up to junctions and slowing down for corners.
Any other times?
Not that I can think of.
What about if you were changing speed, say coming out of a 30 mile an hour to go into a national speed limit?
Yeah, just to make sure nothing's decided to go a bit quicker than me and I accelerate quicker and it's just going to overtake.
Good, good. Okay, nice descriptions there. Okay, so going back to the emergency stop then, I have to tell you that this is the one time you don't have time to check your mirrors.
Oh.
Okay, because if something occurred up front and you had to react to it quickly, it would be a waste of valuable space and time to start thinking, I better check my mirrors before I hit my brake. So really important. You did mention that you check them regularly on the drive, that you do keep yourself up to date with what's going on behind, just in case that happens. So the emergency stop then, in a short while I'm going to ask you to drive off, get yourself in a normal road position, and I think for the first attempt we'll get perhaps 20-30 miles an hour, somewhere around there. Okay, now as we're driving along you'll see me check over my shoulder just to check the blind spots and what's going on. I've got my mirror as well, so the purpose of that is just to make myself aware, make sure that it's all safe before I give you the signal to stop. And that signal will be my hand out and the word stop. Okay, so we'll be driving along, I'll check over my shoulder, and then at some point after that, stop. Okay? Now, obviously when I look over my shoulder you'll see me doing that. Please wait for the signal before you actually react. Okay, that's really important. Don't try and preempt my signal. When it comes to your reaction, it needs to be quick and firm. Off the gas with the right foot, onto the brake, try and push it through the floor. I want a really abrupt stop, the type that you felt when you were sitting in the back of the car that time. Okay, and just before the car comes to a stop, the clutch goes down to prevent a stall. Is that all right?
Yep.
Now, once the car has stopped, apply the handbrake, put it into neutral, just in the normal way. You won't have put a signal on because it's not a pull over and stop situation. But then you can just relax, take a breath. Okay. Now during the course of the stop, you also need to just take a firm hold of the wheel, just in case it pulls one way or another.
Right.
All right with that so far?
Yeah.
Any questions?
No.
Okay. Now, if you brake hard enough, you may well feel the ABS operate. Do you know what that means?
The anti-lock braking bit.
Okay. Do you know how that feels? Have you experienced it at all?
Haven't it? No.
Okay. So what basically happens is, if the wheels, if the brakes are hit hard enough, then under normal circumstances the wheels will lock up, perhaps like you did on your bicycle when you had one. The back wheel would lock up. Right. The anti-lock braking system prevents that happening. So it very quickly, several times a second, will release the brake and reapply it, so your wheels will go around in a juddery type of movement, and that transmits through your brake pedal. So you may feel a very fast pulsing sensation on the bottom of your foot. Don't worry about it, it's quite normal. Just keep your foot planted and get the car stopped. Okay. Now, if we were to have some steering go on, there is a chance that a skid might occur because you try and change direction. So it's really important you keep the steering in a straight line. Okay. If we do get into a skid, highly unlikely, but if it was to, for example, if the back end was to move to the left, then you would turn the wheel to the left. In other words, to try and keep the car on the course that you intend it to go. All right. Shouldn't happen. I don't want to scare you with it, but that is a potential. Once we're all stopped, relaxed, I'll then ask you to move away in a normal way. Just be mindful that your observation check, once you prepare the car, your observation check needs to be really thorough. So look all the way around the car, into the mirrors, round and over your right side. Be absolutely clear that it's okay to go, and then drive on. All right. Got any questions regarding that?
No.
Okay. Would you like a demonstration?
No, I think I'll be all right.
Okay. When you're ready, then we'll get the car prepared. I better just put my seatbelt on, and we'll put that in the back, and we'll move on. Now, if anything should come up behind us, I will tell you that we're going to abort it, or I'll ask you to pull over and wait while it passes. Otherwise, we will do it at some point after the white van. Okay?
Yep.
So when you're ready, prepare the car and drive on. Really nice observations there, Stuart. Well done. Okay, get up to speed fairly rapidly, about 20-30 miles an hour. Third gear. Okay, good positioning. Stop. Good. You remember to apply the handbrake, put it into neutral, relax your feet. Okay. Now we've got a car coming. If you would just pull it over to the side a little bit. Oh, where's he going? Hang on a moment. Where's he off to? He's going in there. So let's just hang on here a second. You can, secure it. We'll just keep an eye on in case anything comes. Otherwise, we'll talk to you where we've stopped. How was that for you?
Scary.
Was it?
Yeah.
What were you scared about?
Just the car stopping.
Pretty abrupt, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I have to tell you, actually, I was quite impressed with that.
Okay.
You reacted promptly. You were pretty firm with the pedal. We even had a bit of a screech, but that was only a very short-lived thing because obviously the ABS operated there. Did you feel the pulsing on your foot? A
little bit, yeah.
Just a little bit. That's good. So you stopped the car in a really short space of time, which is fantastic. Exactly what we were looking for. Now, of course, what we need to do is drive away. And be particularly mindful about those observations. So I'm going to ask you just to move off and then pull over, perhaps near that third tree there. When you're ready, have a good look through that observation check. Okay, well done. And then we'll pull over and stop in the normal